If you're a doctor or nurse planning to work overseas, you've probably asked yourself which English test is easier, OET Grade B or IELTS 7.0. That's exactly what we're going to unpack today. Both OET and IELTS are recognized worldwide, and both are often required for international medical graduates. The big takeaway is this. In most cases, OET Grade B, around 350 to 440, is slightly easier to achieve than IELTS 7.0. Why? Because OET is designed specifically for healthcare workers. Speaking and writing tasks are based on real clinical situations, while IELTS is purely academic and tests more abstract skills. Let's start with reading. IELTS reading is generally tougher. You'll face longer texts, about 3 passages, each around 900 words, with 40 questions in just an hour. On the other hand, if you can reach 6.5 in IELTS reading, you'll usually find OET reading at the Grade B level quite manageable. Now, listening flips the story. OET listening is more challenging. You'll hear rapid speech, strong Australian accents, and plenty of tricky medical terms. IELTS listening, by contrast, uses clearer, more neutral accents, which makes it easier for many candidates. When it comes to writing, IELTS is notoriously tough. You need to complete 2 tasks in an hour, and even small grammar mistakes can hold you back. Many native speakers score only 6.5 without special preparation. OET writing, however, is different. It focuses on clinical letters, something healthcare professionals are already familiar with. The scoring is also more forgiving towards small language errors. As for speaking, IELTS can feel intimidating. The examiner may ask about abstract or unexpected topics, and fluency and pronunciation are judged strictly. OET speaking, though, is role-play based. You're asked to handle patient interactions and scenarios from your own field, which feels much more natural for IMGs. Here's a tip many candidates don't know. The fastest way to OET Grade B is to first reach an IELTS level of about 6.0 to 6.5. Once you have that solid general English foundation, switching to OET becomes much easier. Without that base, even OET will be a struggle, since you still need strong overall language skills to handle medical content. That's why many training programs require IELTS 6.0, 6.5 before you can even start OET preparation. The truth is, IELTS speaking and writing are where most candidates get stuck, and hitting 7.0 can take years. OET, on the other hand, tests how well you communicate in your own profession. Once you've built up your general English ability, OET quickly becomes the more practical option. So, while IELTS may still work for some, OET Grade B is often the more achievable path for international medical graduates. Let's recap. OET 350 is usually easier to achieve than IELTS 7.0. OET listening can be tough, but IELTS reading, writing, and speaking tend to be harder overall. The bottom line? If your goal is to work abroad as a healthcare professional, OET is often the smarter route, especially if you already have a solid base in general English. Strong English skills are essential for success. At OET Bank, we support international doctors and healthcare workers aiming to work abroad. Subscribe for more guidance.